Hello, hello, hello. I hope at least someone's watching. And if not, then I'm just going to animate and increase and pie it. Of course. Increase and pie it. Not in peace and quiet. Words. They do not function like that. Maybe I should remember. So. Maybe someone's coming over. Saying hello. Who knows? Up until then, got enough work to do. So, without further ado, might as well just throw myself into my arting space and hope that I can get the in-betweens work out well enough. This is going to be a lot of work. And yeah, I know, I didn't just realize that. I've been aware from the start that I've got myself into a little bit too much work here. I really hope that I can manage to finish this within the next month. Maybe, hopefully. We'll see. Good that I'm also pretty good at talking to myself. It's gonna be kind of weird, but I think I can do this. So, let's start at the start.
Gosh, it's very cold in here, isn't it?
Now that I got the animatic down somewhat, I can technically go for my in-betweens. And I might as well do a little bit of renaming my layers. Usually helps. Now that I don't have to swoosh around the camera anymore. Hey Warlocks! How are you doing? Nice to see ya. Now I'm not alone anymore. Yay! I hope you're having a nice Sunday. I'm pretty sure I do. I had a bit hard time sleeping. A friend of mine made me a little bit worried. I hope he's doing better now, but we'll see. We'll see. We're going into the in-betweening.
Gosh, it's very cold in here.
So the idea is that I'm doing a little bit of figuring out how I'm doing the movements. Because there is actually an art to that. Was okay so far. Wonder why I got no notification. No idea. That's kind of annoying. I even posted in the Discord, so you should have seen something. To be fair, I was two minutes late because I was finishing off a video. Yes, I'm one of those people. No, I just had popped up in my feed because I'm a massive Jeff Hardy fan that there was a whole fight from TNA Impact that was from Thursday with Jeff and Matt Hardy, and I couldn't resist. I had to watch that full. Holy shit! Holy shit! They were packing that artificial butt. If they weren't bleeding for real, because there was barbed wire on in the ring. Who knows? Who knows? It was definitely a wild fight. Like, holy shit. It's kind of my guilty pleasure. Watching wrestling, especially Jeff Hardy stuff. I think I do want to add another layer just to signify where I want my how I want my movements to go. So I'll add a layer. Call that, what do I call that? Timing. I guess I'll call it timing. Boop. And then we should technically actually zoom in quite a bit, because I do have to make sure that that I can actually get the frames right. Because it has to be somewhat dynamic. Kind of have to look for the movement, how it's paced. If you want to do good animation, so I think her face is going to move over. Need a darker color. Maybe I'll go with blue here, just to have a little bit of a contrast against the red sketch lines. And then we want this that face to kind of swing over. Should be pretty simple. We'll ease in just a little bit, won't take too much. Maybe I want to add a few more frames at the ends. And I will do the lip syncing at the very end, because lip syncing is a pain in the butt. And since I do not know yet how I can make it work in a way that I'm not going insane, I'm going to just draw her. Definitely in several layers. That's what I already figured. Since I want to try and get some grease pencil rigging going, and for that I have to mostly draw my characters in a few more layers, I think. I'm kind of tempted to just stick with the good old frame by frame animation at this point. So we want to time that somewhere around here, because we don't need that many frames in the first place to actually get that head turn going. Was okay so far. Wanna oh wait. my brain just went like, is that chat message new? Is it not? I don't know. Just might as well read it again. Ah! Why is she whispering so weirdly? Might as well already go for the first line art here. I'm not entirely sure if I really want to stick with the... Let me try it like that. I'll make definitely a layer group for her body, because that's not going to move too much, and just to make sure that I'm not having to draw the same frame 10 to 15 times in a row, might as well just put the body in its own layer group and start with that. Especially because I'm not quite sure how I want to make the dress look like at this point. But at least I can start with the line art, even though I actually wanted to do a different... I wanted to do a brush for myself. Like making my own brush. So maybe I should quickly hop into Krita, make myself an interesting brush though. Does the ink pen look good enough for me to work with? Oh. But yeah, we're breaking up the whole character into different parts to not having to do all the animation and all the frames over and over and over again. I really don't feel like that's a good idea. Also gonna make her eyes move a little bit while she's looking around. So let's see how much I can actually get done today, because that's probably my biggest thing. Also, the good thing about this is, if I need to, I can just pick one of the frames within those little layer groups and just duplicate them if I need them. It's gonna make the whole thing a lot easier to work with. Also, I'm gonna tinker around a little bit with some textured brushes, because I can actually put in some patterns that could make everything look a bit more interesting, because I don't want to go for flat colors, especially not on clothing, especially not on her clothing, because her dress actually has a pretty intricate pattern. But since I don't want to do the pattern over and over, I'm gonna look for a nice pattern that I can just throw into the fill as a texture. So let's see how far I get. I think I want these little hair strands that are looking out to be an extra layer, for the simple reason that when her head moves, those will move as well. And I know exactly how that would look like if I wouldn't make them extra. So let's start with, oh god, that bubbly line is not really what I was looking for. This is also not quite what I want. Can I modify this brush? Because I'm not happy with it. Just need to look where. Because that bubbling, I don't like that bubbling. It's too wiggly. I don't like the too wiggly. Just a little bit of a wiggle I would be fine with. Let's randomize the radius a little bit less. Yeah, that's much more my taste. Because the 0.6 in randomizing is not great. Definitely not great. I'm not a fan. I think I want to go for... I should probably stick with a black outline until I feel like I just wanna color it in after the fact. I mean, I can do that. I would actually love to add some kind of texture inside the line, but I cannot remember for the life of me how to do that. I know there was a way, but I cannot remember how. So... oh yes, I think we want a little bit of stabilizer, but not with a 40 pixel radius. Let's go for a 10, 11 pixel radius and a factor of 0.7. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's gonna make my lines a little bit nicer to work with. also... let's just make it a flat point 2 here. Can I just... yeah, I'm just going to save this. Or I just duplicate it. Ink pen. FE. We'll use a library and I'll save that. So that I have a bit of a softer ink brush here. Then I'll just save it. That should already do the trick. So we have 2 different brushes. The default one is going to be reset, and the other one is just going to stick the way that I just put it in. Post-processing. What can you do with post-processing? No. No, I don't need post-processing. I'm good with that. But the stabilizer is going to be very helpful. And you are going to be permanently black. Because I can. Doesn't quite sound like what it's supposed to be. Ah, whatever. So this first frame of body is probably going to be the most important one, because here I'm pretty much figuring out the shape of our... I think I'll stick with round. Let's save that. Pretty much figure out the actual design of her dress and how I want it to look like. Also, I could technically go for a very different brush if I knew a good pack. It's kind of hard to find decent grease pencil brush packs, which is a shame. I mean, I haven't been looking too well, to be fair. Like, I'm not entirely sure if maybe in a Blender forum or something there is a good brush pack. Wouldn't be surprised. It is a similar crowd as the Krita forum, since they are both communities based on free and open source. Nah, that's fine. On free and open source software. Also, Warlocks, you think I should probably go more for a here notification on my Discord? I mean, I don't want to get on people's nerves with my alerts. However, since it's just 3 to 4 times a week, I don't think it should be too bad. I'm gonna turn off the stabilizer. Didn't get it on Discord and not on Twitch. Yeah, I didn't do any pings for roles or something. But maybe because I gaming. Could be. But just thinking more generally so that everyone who's currently online on the Discord can see, oh, hey, Feldy is streaming. Maybe I'll look into it, or nah, I don't really feel like it, but it's good to know. You know? Since my regulars are on the Discord. But I should hear Discord sound. I don't know. I actually turned off my Discord sounds. Most of them. Actually, all of them. Because I got quite annoyed by it. The only sound I hear is when someone's joining into a voice channel that I'm in. That's about it. Yeah, I think I can work with this brush here. I guess you can't hear that. Might be good. Right. Let's add a boob over here. I'll just pull that through like that. I configured them all individually, but I guess that's just my tendency to over-optimize things to the point of breaking them. Yeah, I'm just getting quite annoyed by Discord notification sounds. Like that's the only app that I actually have permanently on no sound, on no notification sound. Which can backfire a little, maybe? But to be fair, if I hear this ba-dum every 2 seconds, I'm just going nuts. I got the feeling that I want to add a bell to this dress. Yeah, I think I want to add a belt. Just do it for service and individual channels. Yeah, the problem is that I'm in over 30 servers at this point, and having to go through the settings of each and every one of them is just a pain in the butt. I'm in way too many servers because I'm in the support servers of my only 30. What? You're in more? You serious? What do you mean only 30? I can make us. Oh god. Oh god. I mean, sure, why not? Also, I managed to actually get a little bit of progress for my heart helmet for the satisfactory streams. I think I want to delete that. Can I just have that eraser for only the active layer? Thank you very much. Because I still need my sketch. So yeah, if you really want to show me how many in how many Discord servers you are, go ahead. I'm not keeping you from anything. And before it's about 100. I think you can actually join about 100 servers before Discord says, okay, your limit, you reach your limit. Better not. Okay, then not. Alright. Let's just connect these two. You can't see it, but I know that if I go in with the fill tool, it might be a bit of a problem. No, I think I can keep it like that. Just have it be a bit of a flat skirt. At least I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a big problem. Maybe there are a few very questionable. Blah. Okay, talking today is a bit of a hard one, but when isn't it? Maybe there are a few very questionable underground and niche servers among them. Ah, I see. I see. You little degenerate. Okay, okay. I should get my mind out of the gutter, I guess. Alright. That's one part. I might want to add a little bit of the sleeve here, just to make it easier for me. Then I'll go back to my layers. Ooh, Ragnarok Online. Haven't played that in a long time. Let's switch that. I'll call that fill. And I think I'm going for a simple fill for the skin and a bit more of a watercolor fill for... Hold up. I was sure I actually had a material. Ah, there. And then I need an extra one that is just a very regular fill. So we'll call that fill S. This one's going to be only fill, solid, and that's about it. So let's see if this works. Am I even in the right layer? Yes, I am. I think I want to give her a bit more peachy skin. Hey? Okay, it's fine. Was just a little bit confused. I'm also tempted to use that brush to fill my overlap here. Preferably in the right color, if I can find my color history here somewhere. I'm pretty sure there was one thing where I can have my color history. Maybe here? I don't want her to be too light-skinned, but I also don't want her to be too dark. It's kind of hard to get the right color going. And then I want a bit of a terracotta-ish color for the dress. Maybe go a little bit more into the oranges, go a little bit darker and muted, and I will actually add that to the palette right there. I'll also need that orange here for her hair, since she has like reddish brown hair, so I kind of have to work with that. Looks kind of weird, not gonna lie. Maybe I'll keep that brown for her hair. Maybe that helps. Also, I do wanna go for Le Grange Fil. Just to get some... Maybe I need to go for a regular fill first. I have to fill some stuff by hand, sadly, so I can't do autofill all the way. That's not too bad. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I'm gonna go a little bit over the line so that we have a bit of a better Can I just have all of it in full? I guess I can't do it better than that. At least now I know how this works, I think. Now the question is, if I go grunge fill and select a different color, nah, that won't do the trick. Would have been nice though. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. It was, as I said, it was worth a try, but what I can do is style, texture, base color. Then turn up the blend. Just to see how far this is going. Okay. But for simple flat colors, I'm just gonna go with this render mode right now. It's probably going to be a bit easier to work with. Let's dilate by 2 pixels and go up with the maybe go down with the precision a bit. And then I want, for the belt, maybe something dark-ish blue, almost a black blue. Are we even on the right layer? Yes, we are. Maybe I need to go up with my precision. I guess that works. Then I'll just fill in with a normal fill pen. I'm definitely going to color the line art a little bit. And I do want to add some highlights and some shadows, so I actually have to add a few more layers to make this work. So let's add another layer. Make that the shade layer and turn that into a 50% opacity multiply. Though I think the main color is already dark enough thanks to the lack of lighting. So I probably have to make this a light layer instead. And make that a add layer. Light is coming from above, so I might need to go with a little bit of a yellow orangey light. And I do want this to be masked to our fill, so that it's only shining through when there's actually something underneath it. There's so much chiptune. Hello, Ole Nums. I'ma just call you Nums. Hello, and welcome to the stream. We're currently animating a scene from the British comedy TV show So actually relatively old. The IT crowd! How are you doing on this beautiful Sunday? Never heard of it? Wouldn't be surprised. I think it's from the early 2000s-ish. So... very likely that you haven't heard of it ever. It's basically just a silly little TV show about a department of nerds in a huge company. Yeah, that was before my time. Oh my god. Thanks for making me feel old. Before my time. Early 2000s. Oh god. That's not quite working as I expected. What should I say? Yeah, I know that you're even older than I am. Should I be sorry? I am certainly not. I think that layer is still a little bit too bright. That should look a lot... yeah, it already does look a lot better. Probably gonna use an extra layer just to add the... How is this blender? It's blending fairly well. Usually it's actually a 3D program, but as you can see, I'm doing 2D animation in it. It's just that I kind of have a hard time doing 2D environments, so I figured I might as well just go for doing my environments in 3D. Actually, with the beautiful feature called Grease Pencil. So you can basically draw 2D things in 3D space. It's pretty handy, to be honest. And it's also quite fun. It takes a little bit to getting used to. Never heard of that. Maybe you should look into it. It's pretty interesting, especially if you have a hard time doing environments. I can very much recommend you give it a try. It's free as well. So even another reason to recommend it. Let me see if I can... Okay, that should be better. I might do it. Nothing's holding you back. Apart from your, the space on your hard drive. Though, I've actually heard that there is, at this point, a way to run Blender on a tablet. At least on Android. Apparently they didn't get the rights to do anything Apple. Which is too bad for Apple product users. Luckily enough, I use an Android tablet. No, my laptop can't open Blender right now. Oh, that's a shame. That's too bad. That's really too bad. Are there other blend modes that I can try? Hard light? No. Definitely no. Subtract? Okay, then it has to be add. Maybe you can run it with BlueStacks. What's BlueStacks? Android emulator. Oh! Yeah, that might be a little bit overkill, considering that Android emulators take a lot of resources. If nums, no, it is small, yeah, but it still takes a lot of resources, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure I had a hard time. No, like literally my laptop doesn't have the software. Yeah, you just have to download it. Well, hardware, yeah, I can understand that that's an issue. Definitely. Also, I see you're one of those. You're of the generation that overuses the word literally. I hope it's alright if I poke a little bit with that kind of stuff. What yellow did I use? Was it that? Nope, that's too right. Maybe a little bit further in. It looks close. So unless you know how to download Blender on a Steam Deck, it's not gonna work. Actually, it is on Steam. Second, in desktop mode, anything is possible. You should probably check out, just for shits and giggles. You should just check out desktop mode. Because I've been using it a lot when I was out and about, and I actually like to use it when I have to do some work on the go. Alright, we got ads, so I'm going to wait them out. So no one of you is actually going to miss anything. Also, I can get up and stretch a little bit. So, I'll be getting up just for a minute, and I'll be right back.
Olinums is baking potatoes.
Crickledy crackledy. Alrighty. That was crackling hard. Holy moly. Like I was stretching my arms behind my back and then it was just going like crack. Like I broke my whole back. I think I'm getting, no, I am already old. I'm over 30. I'm old. Knackiges Alter. Yep, Knack und Back. Better. Definitely better. So yeah. And we're done with ads. So I can just keep going here. I'm wondering if I go into my layers. And say that it's not affected by lights. That's also not affected by lights. It's getting a bit too bright, so I actually want to keep it as dim as we got it here. What I'm wondering is how much is it affected by lights? I'm pretty sure I might actually need a multiply layer. I'm gonna put it underneath the light layer. Turn that into a multiply, turn that down to, let's say 30%. Of course, we have to add a mask to the fill layer. And then we're just going with a very, very light, let's say we have a yellow-ish light, so I should probably go with a blue shadow. Of course, better not forget to add this to our... I mean, I could also just go for these colors right here, since they're already in the color palette, might as well. And then fill. I could actually go for the grunge fill here, just to make it look a little bit more interesting. I can hardly see anything about that texture. Does it not work like that? Yellow and blue sounds like chromatic aberration. Not quite. We're talking about complementary colors here. For the simple reason that usually you kind of want to go for complementary colors when you're doing your lights and shadows. So if you have a yellow light, you often enough want to go for the complementary color, which in this case is a little bit more to the blue than to the purples. Kind of makes sense, I guess? At least that's how I'm usually thinking. If you actually want to go for chromatic aberration, your usual color palette is the green and the red channel that you want to move either 1 pixel to the right or 1 pixel to the left. At least that's how I understand it. So just as a heads up, I can be wrong. I can always be wrong. I'm kind of confused. Does multiply not work with texture? Okay, that's interesting. I know about complementary colors and now I even know a practical application for them. Yes! If you want to have a good contrast, go with complementary colors. Yeah, it's usually red-green. That's one of the... I mean, it's even incredibly easy to figure out what the complementary color of the color is that you chose, just by looking at the color wheel. It's the exact opposite. Just for those who didn't know yet. I mean, not everyone is born with the knowledge of color. We all have to learn it. Unless you're just blind. And even then, you learn about the concept of color at some point. Really? Don't you say.
Gizmo, shut the fuck up! We're doing a piece to camera.
I need more really good What We Do in the Shadows quotes, because I absolutely adore that show. Kinda sad that it came to an end eventually. Because I really love the shenanigans of those vampires. It was hilarious. And it's way too early for me to rewatch it. Funnily enough, and also one of the reasons why I actually watched What We Do in the Shadows, the guy that you just heard, so that exact quote is... Fun fact, there are only 256 shades of grey between white and black. I would call it a spectrum. But I see where you're coming from. So the reason why I actually watched What We Do in the Shadows, first of all, of course, I am a vampire freak. I am in the vampire fandom. But please, never, never, never mention Twilight. Vampires do not sparkle. Vampires do not sparkle. And I will die on that hill until I'm undead. So, the guy that you just heard with that quote from my soundboard also played a role in the ID crowd. And I was just like, okay, he was already hilarious there. Matt Berry is just great. He can play the raunchy humor character so damn well. He's so great with it. And I find characters like these incredibly hilarious. Sure they do in the sun. No, they do not sparkle in the sun. They burn! They burn! So please, protect your local vampires by stocking up on extreme sunscreen. The higher the light protection factor, the better. Also donate your unused sunscreen to the local vampire shelter. Does that look like a decent... I don't think so. That's better. That actually looks like cleavage. And then we also want... Let me quickly turn on my sketch layer so I know where I'm going here. Like this. I think that's good enough. Oh, you only see the texture when you're almost at full. Eraser stroke, tint. I'm gonna go in with a tint. Not all of it, just the active layer. Stupid. Hey. I don't get it. I'm really not sure what's changing, if there's anything changing in the first place. Oh well. Okay, so that's the body. Now I want to have an extra folder for our head. I'm allergic to the sun. There's no sunscreen. Maybe I'm a vampire too. Or a werewolf. I'm pretty sure werewolves are not allergic to the sun. So we're adding the head as well. And we also need an extra layer group for arms. Though might actually change it to 2 folders for each, so 1 for each arm. Gotta put the body at the bottom, of course. Ever seen a werewolf in the sun? They only transform it. It depends on which universe we're talking. Because of course, the traditional tale is that they only transform in the moonlight of the full moon. However, in some supernatural universes, werewolves actually can transform freely. So it can differ. It can definitely differ. underworld. Now, to be fair, I'm actually watching a lot of content or a lot of shows with supernatural creatures. And for example, in the True Blood universe, werewolves can transform freely. Same goes for, I'm not quite sure if it's the same. If it's the same universe, but Vampire Diaries and Originals, since Originals is a spin-off of Vampire Diaries, so there I think werewolves can also transform freely. But I'm not 100% sure, so take that with a tiny grain of salt. Is that my... Yes, it is my line brush. I'm also not sure how it is in the universe of Vampire the Masquerade / the White Wolf universe, because I'm really just proficient in vampire. I am very just proficient in vampire. And I am so sorry, because I should actually take a look at the other systems as well. I should be embarrassed, not gonna lie. Which one's the left arm and which one's the right arm? I'm just gonna do it from my point of view, then it should be fine. That is so typical of a vampire. Oh well. I do not concern myself with the whereabouts of other supernatural creatures. Do I actually want to give her fingernails? There's so much work to animate. Think that arm is a little bit too long. Might want to shorten it just a little bit. That arm is also a little bit too long, so I might want to adjust some things here and there. Make that one a little bit thicker. Problem is you only see it when it's almost too late. Not quite sure about yeah, I think that works. I'll save here. Alright. Always have to turn off the sketch when I'm doing my fills here. Now, luckily enough, those mugs are just white. White? Still works together pretty nicely. Then we do our... What color did I actually use for this? Oh, I'll figure it out. Oh yeah, right. That blue here. Oh, and I do need to change the opacity of this down to 30%. Not entirely sure how to do the lighting here, but since I already said that the light is coming from above, guess I'm just going to do the shading downwards. Oh. Okay. Getting that right is probably going to be a bit more difficult than I thought. Just realizing that when I'm choosing from a list of... Wait. No, I cannot just throw that in there. Ooh, I can also transform. I think I want to go just for normal strokes here. Oh, that's going to be weird. Because usually when I do stuff like this, I rotate my canvas, but right now I cannot do that. That's a little bit annoying. Well, then I have to turn my head, I guess. I'll figure out a way. Alright, then we do another... No, not another layer folder. We call that one right. Add another layer. Call that lines AR for arm right. Then we pull up our sketch again. Now how much of the body did I keep? Okay, that should be doable. Now I need to make that arm a little bit shorter, so I might need to add a little bit more here and move that over as much as I can. Without it looking kind of weird. Also, I'm kind of struggling with the folds right now. Way too many folds! Ah! I might need the other arm to see how far I'm actually allowed to go. Do I want to have that right arm maybe underneath the left? I think that might be a good idea. And then I'll take that color, add that to my line layer to make it a bit easier for me to fill in. Hey, Mark! Flash? Flash? Wait for it. Shockwave! Wait, no, that's not that's not the that's the wrong that's not right. Oh, right. Right! Happy planetary rotation state. Hi, Mark. Hello, hello. I hope you're having a good Sunday? That tech joke. Adobe Flash and Macro. Oh god, I remember that. Oh god, I remember that. I do indeed remember. Oh, unable to fill? What do you mean unable to fill? How about now? Better. There we go. Way better than my Friday and Saturday so far. Well, that's good. That's good to hear. Shade AR with a multiply layer and 30-ish%. Oh! Wait, I did actually do... No? And I do need to... Wait, do I? Let me have a look. Maybe that actually works. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. But what I can do is do mask fill AR and a mask for, I think the big fill is also, yeah, that actually works. Huh, I've learned a thing. God damn it, I'm thinking of that clip again. Nope, that's not quite right. There we go. Yeah, that actually works. That's nice. And the last thing is the head. And then I think I want to do the face separately with a layer. Wait, no, I don't have to actually. I can just go and go ahead. Do the head. And then just put an extra layer group in there to do the face. So line H, so we only have the line art for the head itself. Maybe I want to do the fringe separately on an extra layer. Oh god, I'm making it far more complicated than I should be. Don't I have to do the hair on the back on an extra layer too? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll just need to think a little bit. Now this is probably going to move the most since we also have to do the lip syncing right here. This is going to be a lot of layers, I already know that. But I hope and I pray that I can still make it work. Now the question is, do I wanna do the... It's gonna be a bit difficult, but I think I can work with it. Ah, I see where the problem is. Wait. Extra layer. Underneath. Flip. And then we just add the fill. Aha! Kind of want to make those blue, those earrings. For the simple fact that she has a very, very orange dress. Maybe I want to even go more into teal cyan territory just to actually go into the complementary contrast. And the question is, does the sketch still pop up? I actually might want to have my sketch at the top at this point. It's gonna be kind of odd. Keep dying over and over, so I'm taking a quick break. Distracting you from work. Well, maybe you should learn to get good, friend. Just get good, warlocks. I know I'm evil. I wish I could actually use all of these. But for some reason it just doesn't work. I don't know what's going on with all of this. What? What layer am I on? Alright, I'll add her fringe like this, then I'll fill it. That should do the trick at least a little bit. Then we add our shade H. That one's masked to fill H. Maybe you should play it first, come on my level and say this then. Ah, nah. I got better games to deal with. Also, speaking of games that I wanted to play. Recently, Psychonauts 2 was on sale for a fifth of the price. So my decision is, now that I have both games, that I do want to play Psychonauts 1 and 2 soon. Very, very soon. Maybe as a little bit of a reward for finishing this animation. Maybe not. Not quite sure yet, but those two games were on my bucket list for quite a while. And I really, really want to finish them. Or at least finish the first one and play the second one. Because I do love me those interesting characters. No. No. There. But yeah, Psychonauts 1 and 2 is definitely on my list, on my to-do list. For games I actually want to stream and finish. Okay, you're getting masked to fill H as well. And you shall be called Light H. You are going to be a add on 30% on a nice bright yellow. Some things here are going to be a bit more difficult because I actually have to add in the face first before I can do the shiny parts of the head. Actually, that looks better, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that looks better. For hair. She almost has the same hair color as me, even though in the series in the show she has a bit more of a reddish hair. Just kind of hard to see there. So how does this all look together? I mean, I still have to get the back of the head. Let me have a look up until right now. I feel like that head could actually move a little. Or maybe it's really just the... yeah. Lines B, light B, shade B, so I can actually distinguish what's what. Kind of hard to see what layer I'm masking onto if I can't distinguish those. And then we still have the hair that we have to deal with. Maybe I'll just do those on just one layer each, one for the front and one for the back. Should probably be the easiest way to deal with it. I'll add a face. Group. God, that's so many parts that are going to move. Eventually. Eventually. Animation. It's hard work. Because you have to think and you have to draw. So many things to do. Eventually. Exactly. I think I want to turn down the opacity of my sketch layer so I can actually see what I'm doing. Then we add a layer, line, hair, and B. Nice thing about this is you can just do one continuous line. Then I have that notion that I actually just wanna I mean, right now I just wanna fill what I've visibly done, or what's on this layer actually. Auto remove filler guides. There's so much to actually figure out. And I don't even mind that there's a little bit of overlap of the hair fill because you can barely see it here. I think I even need to duplicate this brush here just so I have an extra screen pen, because I think if I could technically also change the I think I can also change the thingamajig. Feldy forgets words. The blending mode on brushes themselves. At least I think I can. I'm not entirely sure though. Size unit view. Spacing active smooth. No. Stabilize cursor. No. I thought I could. I guess not. Was worth a try. Okay, so then I'll just take the color picker and do it like this. Just some faint lines up here, and we actually have an ad break again. Damn, time flies when you're working. We haven't even done the first frame. Ah, this is going to be hell. But it's a hell of my own choosing. It is a hell of my own choosing. And I'll have you around to actually keep me company, so... Yeah, that was extremely quick, I know, right? So yeah, this is going to take a while. Definitely. But hey, once I got the first few frames in, it's going to be much quicker. Then everything's alright. I don't worry too much. Also, I can also technically take my time outside streaming to work more on this. Even though I have so many things that I want to finish and do. Ha ha ha. I can do this. I just have to work smart. I just have to work smart. Then I'll be alright. To be fair, I'm a little bit proud of myself because I'm actually sticking to this up until now, and I really want to finish this because I absolutely love this show and I want to rewatch the show. As silly as it may be, but that's what I like. If we're talking comedy, then it has to be as silly as possible. That's why I actually like a lot of British shows to begin with, I guess. Yeah, I think so. A little bit of silly, a little bit of whimsy. Yes, discipline is a virtue, especially with ADHD. There is no such thing as discipline. I just happen to be very interested in finishing this project. That's all. Also, ad breaks over. My special interest is art. Well, one of my special interests. And doing this animation just falls under it. Until I get frustrated, but right now I actually know what I'm doing, so it's kind of hard to actually get me frustrated. I usually have a hard time finishing projects when I'm frustrated because I cannot figure out how something works. And right now, I'm happy as a clam. I'm doing very fine because I know what I'm doing, and even if something's not quite right, I can still figure out how it works. It's going to be very different with other projects. For example, I still want to learn how to tattoo. And you can help me with that. If you want to support me on my kofi, I would very much appreciate it. Because there I'm collecting for a tattoo machine. So I can, in October, maybe take the whole month just to learning to draw. It would be awesome. Oh my god. People just ran off. It's fine. It's fine. Stop it. Would be kind of fun though, but well, I guess no one wants to help me out with my fun. At least I'm not asking for people to help me with my medical bills. I can take that actually myself. I would, but a naked man has no pockets. Yeah, I can understand that. You being here is also pretty good support. Don't worry about that. I think I want those strands to be underneath the head layer, so I'm just gonna add those here. Hair strands. I can just put them on one. Yeah, I have your sub and I'm very thankful for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being a subscriber. For being one of my potats. I very much appreciate. Is that mine? I think it is. Yes, it is. Every little bit helps. I think I need to turn off that head layer over there so I can actually see what I'm doing. Something I do not like, not knowing what or not seeing what I'm doing. It is a little bit annoying. And then we turn on our head again and then everything's fine. Without the face, we actually have our first frame. Now, the idea here is that I'm just doing one piece per layer. You have a tendency to roll your R's. Yes. Yes, because I like doing it. It's not even a dialect thing. I just like doing it. Because I tend to swallow my English R's quite a bit. And I don't like it, so I kind of highlight them by rolling them. Oh wait, there. I think she has blue eyes. Oh, this is going to be a bit difficult. I think it's cute. You're welcome? I guess. I agree, but then Feldy is kind of adorable in general. I try to keep my inner child alive. Yes, you're very right. I guess that's an overall habit of artists. We very much try to keep our inner child alive because it's mostly the source of our creativity and our tendency to play with our art supplies. So, for short, I need my inner child for a living if I actually want to be successful with this. It's also I also think it's kind of important to keep at least a little bit of your inner child alive, not just kill it outright and just quote unquote grow up Because then you're just getting dull. You have to keep a little bit of that youthfulness in yourself just to keep your spirits up. Else it's just going to be kind of a sad life. Yeah, speaking from experience, that don't turn out well. It's normal. If I were childish, my condition would probably be worse at times. Yeah! Also, to be fair, I blame my ADHD for my childishness, but I think it's also a good perk of having ADHD that you kind of keep your inner child alive and can't just take everything extremely seriously. Or can't be serious all the time. It has its perks, but it also has its downsides. Let's put it like that. I really got my issues with getting along with the dry spots in life, so to speak. Like anything bureaucracy. Who likes bureaucracy? No one does. No, actually focusing on that stuff is a very different thing. Or actually being able to focus on that stuff. I think I wanna make her nose a little bit less. Thankfully, Tism makes it damn near impossible to get rid of your inner child. Yeah, I know, right? Do I actually want to add her nostrils here? Maybe I want to add a little... Yeah, that looks kind of nice. Because her nose right now is a little bit too... It feels a little bit too big. I think I can work with that. Also, I definitely need to change the highlight here, so... Let me try and just remove that and add it back in. Oh, wait. Just keep the fill in here. Like this. That should actually work pretty nicely. There. Means after 9 years of being a responsible adult and even more of trying, I can still giggle at jiggly keys and the word weenus, which is nice. Yes. Yes. It is certainly fun. Being able to actually still find the joyful things in life. And I feel very sorry for anyone who takes themselves so extremely seriously that they have to restrict themselves by just being quote unquote mature, which is usually the most childish thing you can do, because you're pretty much just LARPing. I think if you are trying to be an adult 24/7, you are just LARPing. Because you have to have fun every now and then. If you don't let yourself have any fun, then you're definitely doing something wrong in life. That's my opinion. Probably not just mine. Just have to keep the balance. I just want to get back to old passions. Yeah. I've never given up on mine. I think I want to give her a bit less cheek fat here. Which also means that I need to add a little bit more shade there. Oh, it looks kind of weird. Maybe like this. Yeah, that works better. That definitely works better. And I also need to add a little bit of shadow here. And just a little peak there. Might be overdoing it with the shadows, am I not? But I mean, as long as it still works. And as long as it's looking great, why should I not? Let me just look at this. Considering that this is all with tools, based on vector, I would say it's fine. I would say it's looking good. Could probably do with a few textured brushes. But right now I don't feel like installing any. That would just still be a lot of work, and I don't feel like it. So she starts talking around there, which means that we can actually have a frame of just her. Oh, she's smacking her lips before she starts talking. I just heard that. Let me turn down the music a little bit so you can hear that. If you can even hear it, give me a second. Okay, you got blender sound in there.
Gosh, it's very cold in here, isn't it?
Air conditioning.
You heard that lip smacking? There. There's the lip smacking. That needs an extra frame. And she doesn't even start talking until frame 11. It's almost a tongue smack, yeah. You're right. But it's not too hard to animate because I just have to add an opening frame. So we start first with her mouth closed. Which I'll add an extra layer to her face. So many layers. It's going to be a mess. I know it already. I think I actually wanna do this a little bit different. She has very, very light lipstick. That's what I remember. So I'm going to do the line art. For her lips with a bit darker of a pink, and then I go in with a lighter pink for the... that's a bit too thick. Oh, that's fine like that. Definitely want to give her a little bit thicker lips. I mean, her lips aren't that thick, but I just want to underline the fact that she is wearing lipstick. And then I do want to try this brush, this marker brush. I need to size that down quite a bit as well. Like this. It's not quite working. Also want to turn up the strength just a little bit. I don't think I like it. Nah. Maybe I do want to start with the... shape of her lips first. Though that's going to be a bit more difficult. You know what? Different idea. I'll go for darker color just for this. No, I wanna... That's... Why is this so damn dark? Why are you black? Eh? Yes, the world is dark indeed, but I'm kind of confused. Oh wait. Interesting. Might actually need to use an extra sketch layer just for her mouth. Huh? Oh! Wait, no. Huh? Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. Okay. Guess I'll take that instead. Did I actually add some stabilizer here? Don't think I did. Oh, I did. Okay, never mind then. Actually, I like the way her mouth is shaped right there. Yep, okay. Then I hope that I can keep it like that. Okay. Got here our mouth smack. So we're going like this. And I'll let her actually also I think that the quick tools thing is broken. Which is really annoying. Like the color picker for quick tools, or quick tools overall is broken, so it actually needs an update. Ah. Kind of trying to figure out how it would be moving. Quick tools is for quick people. I don't think that that's the intention. That right. Does this work better? No, I think that works best. I think it was that pink that I used. Then she also should shut her eyes. Over there is already when she's...
Oh my god, it's very cold.
moving her head. So I want her eyes to be shut. And I think I can just duplicate that because she's just going to do that for about 2 frames. Also want to fill that mouth with some color. Not that you're thinking something different. Why the hell does this not work? So we're also changing the eyes. We're also going to duplicate over. Oh, wait. It's going to be a bit more difficult, I guess. Body, face, eyes. There we go. Now I can just remove those right here and remove a little bit from there. Guess I gotta figure out if something's gone wrong with installing quick tools. Maybe I can repair it somehow. Because it used to be really helpful from time to time. And since this has also changed, kind of have to change the highlights here as well and the shades. That's the wrong yellow. We'll take this one. I think that's a little bit too bright. Did I take that one? That looks more like it. Already working 2.5 hours on this. Damn. Eh? Eh? Why though? What did I change? Must be doing something wrong. Or the quick tools are just breaking my brushes. Which is just odd. And I don't like it. Huh. Okay. Don't know how, but I seem to fix it. Oh, can I not? Oh, right. Okay. Oh wait, I can actually do it like this. Is that the same palette? Yeah, it's the same. Yes, it is definitely the same colors added to that palette. Okay, then I can work with this. Oh, I need to turn you to the top as well. So we need to turn the head like that. Is it? No, it wasn't shift. I think it was all. There. I think her eyes need to be a bit more... Or at least her eyebrows need to be a little bit more furrowed, in my opinion. Then she says, gosh. There we come to the lip syncing part. Do I want to do it now or do I want to do it later? That is the question. I'll have to do it eventually, so I'm not getting out of that. But lip syncing can be one of the most annoying tasks when it comes to animating. Yeah, sounds funny. Thing is, I like my lip syncing to be quite precise, considering that I can hardly see the waveform. You... This is going to be funky, considering that I have no clue how to get this timeline a little bit wider. Like, I want just that one channel that I got. One channel that I need. Maybe with Shift? Control? Alt is just... That's moving that. That's moving up and down. Tab? A tab is... No, it's not zooming out and in. Also, I'll need to focus for lip syncing because I really have to listen to the sound instead of whatever's around me. I'm not happy that I barely managed to do two animated frames that aren't even that much different within those almost 3 hours. I hope that I'm going to get a lot faster. Because else, in this pace, I'm not even gonna be finished this year. And that would be a pain. And honestly, I kind of already have enough for today. But hey, we got a start. And that start is actually not that bad. So how about we call it a day today then? I think almost 3 hours is enough. I hope you had fun. I certainly was productive. And I think I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, definitely tomorrow. Until then. Bye bye.